Hey, what's up, fellow traders? Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Thursday, June the 27th. Sideways day today on NQ, pretty much in a, we'll call it 19,950 to 20,000, about 150 point range, basically. Yeah, pretty much 150 point range, sideways day. Had another green day, which is good. Unfortunately, did lose a PA today with the one account that I didn't have much drawdown left because of the bad day. It's been a little while ago, several days ago. I forget exactly which day it was, but I was in a trade this afternoon and was a little bit early. Let's just go there. That was on the Dow, right here. Was it here? Yep, right here. So this trade, what I really should have done, I was taking a long off the initial balance low. I missed this opportunity. This wick would have been nice. I entered here. And I just stopped out. I didn't really like the way this was going. This little white line that you see is a kind of an intermediate level that kind of I noticed just as of an intraday thing. This happened this morning, and this was yesterday morning, really early in the morning. So this was kind of a intermediate level that I had missed it earlier. And I just threw that on there, and that's where I had set my stop. I said, well, if we fall below that line, I'm just going to be out of this trade. That was a mistake. I should have left my stop down below here because really the trade, I should have just held this trade this entire time, and we would have had a beautiful win. Instead, I stopped out, so I absorbed a $100 loss, and then I re-entered here after we pulled back up. I said, okay, I'm incorrect. I'm going to go long. Well, this little move stopped. I lost this account, and it was funny because somewhere in here we were at $1.42 left in that account. I thought, well, maybe it survives, maybe we hang on to it, but we didn't. I then re-entered for the third time and did capitalize on a nice $100 winner there. The problem is we made 100. We made 10, we lost 100. So we really made $10 in an area where we should have had one trade that made 100 or more had we held it or increased our profit target. I did increase my profit target a couple times today, kind of deviating a little bit from that 21 tick, but I still am sticking to that by and large. I would say 98%, 95% of the trades today were just the 21 tick. It obviously is working, so. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I did activate this account. This bottom account here is an account that I passed. Oh, it's probably been a week, maybe, something like that. I passed that account. So I activated it today so that I had another account in case I lost this one. And I mean, now I went and lost it, so I didn't do that on purpose. But so we're back to 8. But in any case, and the good news there is I did have a nice little win today. By the way, there's something wrong with my, either it's rhythmic, or the way I have my the settings on commissions. I'm not sure what it is, but I've noticed that like this account here, it shows 50,082.24, yet the profit today is 77.14. So we're off by like $5, $4.90, I think, to be exact. So I don't know, did something change and I'm not aware of it? Because I've noticed that just the daily numbers are not quite adding up. It's usually off by a couple dollars. So if anybody has insight to that, let me know. Where were we at? On the accounts and on NQ. I didn't take very many trades on NQ today. I took some. The biggest thing for me today, I didn't have a lot of full winning trades. So if I look at my notes, kind of this journaling that I've been doing let's look at NQ. There was a 9 tick, a 1, couple of break-even trades. There was a loss. I didn't have that many losses. By the way, today, the Dow, 7 of 10. ES, shocker of all shockers, 8 of 10. But I was just reading the ES well today. NQ, 7 of 8. Good wins overall. But I didn't have a lot of full profit target wins. And that was really the reason that the account balances are not higher than they are. I took profit sometimes a little bit early, and sometimes it was just that's what was there at that moment for me to survive the drawdown. So I'm not disappointed with how I traded today. Excuse me. Quite happy with it, to be honest with you. It was just a little bit of a tough day, and historically speaking, these sideways types of days are oftentimes a bit of a problem for me. So I'm quite happy with the green day. I did have a very unfortunate thing happen. I do not know why, but this 54 and 55 account, I was put into a reverse position. Let me back up just a minute. So I typically trade the top three, so 43, 44, 45, the next three, 46, 47, 49, and then I've been trading the last two or three, and in today's case, I have three again because I reactivated the account, so I was trading 53, 54, and 55. Well, 6 times today, I got put into a reverse position. It happened on, I believe, 2 different trades, so to speak. But it would close when I closed this out. It always happened on a manual closeout. No, I take that back. It did happen once on hitting my profit target. And I noticed, like, a lot of times there'll be a little bit of a lag, and you kind of see the profit running, and then eventually it goes to zero and everything balances out. Well, and I noticed, well, this is just it's not right. So I go back and I get into the account, and then I'm in a reverse position, and I try to close the trade, and then it reverses me again. So basically that happened 6 times today. With me clicking to close out, it would re-reverse the position, and those, every time that ended up in a loss. So that's why these 2 accounts are not up here, in this 150, 170 range. But it is what it is. So anyhow, that is today. Let's take a look at TradeZella. We can kind of see we've put together a couple of small green days, but green days nonetheless. Obviously, yesterday I had that giveaway in the afternoon session, a couple of mistaken trades, but yeah, I've traded quite well. And overall, other than Monday, since I've switched to this 21 tick system, I feel very, very confident. I feel like I'm trading a lot better. I'm managing just the entire day is being managed better. Once again today, I shut down the charts at 11:30 and did not reopen them until 2 o'clock. Just that is my worst time of trading, is from basically 11:30 until about 1:30. I trade the worst in the first couple hours of the afternoon. So I'm just not trading it. I'm not even looking at charts. I'm doing other things. So I like that. I really, really like that. And it's working out quite well for me. Looking at the month where we're at 66. So we are still red, which I anticipated. And, if we can get another, I'd love to get a $600 or $1,000 day tomorrow and get it at least into the -5, which would be a big jump up from where we've been. Like I've talked about, last month was $25,000 loss. I've not seen a payout since April. So I am definitely wanting to improve, and this month definitely looks like it's shaping up for an improvement. I would have to have like a $20,000 loss day tomorrow, which I'm not going to have in order for me to have a worse month than last month. So hopefully I can close out green tomorrow and end the month of June at least in a positive direction from where we were, which is exactly what I'm looking to do. So yeah, on the note for today, I think I wrote something about that. Feeling pretty good with today being a sideways day, 150-point range. We talked about that. Historically, that's been difficult. Didn't get as many full profit target wins. Talked about that. Reverse positions. Did lose a PA. I thought I had something else written down that I might have missed, but oh well. That's pretty much what we just talked about. So sorry to regurgitate that. Where do we go from here? Obviously, I was looking at this here this afternoon. We have been trading, I just marked out this little green box. We've been trading in basically about almost a 200-point range since the 20th. We fell into that range on the 20th, which was 6 days ago. So for 6 days, other than, we had one little blip here, but for 6 days, we've pretty much been sitting in this range. And, my curiosity is, where do we go? Do we break out? We do have news tomorrow morning. We have we have PCE tomorrow morning. It looks like there's Canadian GDP also at 8:30. But that may move the market enough to where we break one way or the other. I feel very strongly about this 750 level. I've had this marked out for quite some time. I feel like this is a major level that's been holding, or it's held, for a while. This goes back to June the 12th. That has definitely held. So I'm curious if we do break down tomorrow, if that continues to hold and we go push back up, or if we break out. We have this mini little hold that I feel like right up here is pretty obvious on this 20,160 maybe range. I can't tell for sure what that level number is, but somewhere in there. And then we obviously have the highs where we've been. So I'm really curious to see if we do end the week with another uptrending Friday. We've kind of seen that from time to time. So curious if that happens tomorrow, or if we get a pullback into this 750 level, and or if we do that, if that 750 does hold, or if we fall through. If we do fall through that, look out below, in my opinion. I think we're definitely looking at some downtrend action if that continues to happen. But I'll be happy to get out of this little range that we're in. I did look at a couple of my good days this month, the 3rd, the 11th, and the 20th. All three of those days were days that we had a significant move one direction or the other, not this chop stuff. We had a downtrend or an uptrend on those days. So obviously that's an area that I trade well. So I'm a little bit optimistic about tomorrow. Fridays have been, over at least a span of time, I have traded well on Fridays. I've had my bad Fridays too, but I've also noticed that, we have had Fridays that just kind of continue to trend. And so I'm kind of curious to see if we have a day like that tomorrow. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. So I might be totally wrong, but that's what I'm looking at. So I think we'll leave it there. Overall, good day. Happy with a couple green days back to back, even though they're not big, but it's base hits. It's one step at a time, and that's what we need to do to get to the next level. So anyway, appreciate you guys. As always, appreciate the comments. Thanks for using my codes, whether it's the Apex code or the Take Profit code. Always appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you're new, feel free to like and subscribe. I try to do these updates every day, taking you along on my journey as I continue to search for more payouts and continue to try to become a better trader each and every day. So take care. Have a great night. We'll try to have an update for you tomorrow. So long.